Hello. What I'm going to show you today is something quite unusual. In here is one of the very first practical, portable, small and amazingly beautiful sewing machines. This was made in Canada, just north of the border, around 1859. Now we know this date because on the side here it has written patent applied for, and this was made by a chap called Raymond in Guelph in Ontario in Canada. And we know that in 1860 he was granted the patent, and from that point on it always said patented. And so we know that this is pre-1860, pre-American Civil War, a long time ago. And what I'm going to try and do is demonstrate how this amazing machine works. People, the human mind, tried to invent a sewing machine over centuries. People say Queen Elizabeth granted, patented monopolies, papers. Anybody tried to invent a sewing machine. And what they tried to do is they tried to copy the hand movement, which was all wrong. Even Leonardo da Vinci, they just couldn't figure it out. And then around the 1840s, everything came together and people started to figure it out. Engineering had just come to that point where they could figure out how to make a sewing machine. And what Raymond did is he whipped over the border, because in America the patents were all sewn up by the giants, the Isaac Singers, the Wheeler and Wilsons, the Elias Howes, the Wilcox and Gibbs, Grover and Baker. They had patented everything. So what he did is he whipped north of the border and he made a machine that gets around most of the patents, and it does it by walking the work through with the foot and a really simple chain stitch and tiny little automatic tensioners as it drops down, and the teeth go, well, the teeth are on the underneath of the foot. It's really tricky, you can't see them, but it works. That's the great thing. I'll just go quiet for a minute so you can hear the mechanism. And now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and zoom up on the actual hook mechanism, which is fascinating because this is the human mind in development, and it is just absolutely brilliant. These little machines, they're like little oil paintings. They are just perfect pieces of early engineering, and underneath there the hook will be catching the thread, holding it, releasing it just as the needle comes down, and so that the needle catches the thread as it's released and forms a loop, which we then call a single chain stitch, the simplest of all chain stitches. And I just wanted to show you something. This was the birth of the sewing machine. This was right at the very beginning. From this machine there became tens, went into thousands, went into tens of thousands, went into millions, and it was all, this was right at the beginning with these beautiful little portable machines. And this is the iPhone of the day. This is the computer. This is the this is the laptop. This is absolutely incredible piece of engineering, and beautiful and quite collectible. And I just wanted to show you that. And so now you know what the very first sewing machines around 1860 looked like. I hope you enjoyed it.